Ah, yes. Well, looky here, ah, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say.
Okay, so now we are here inside Adobe After Effects. Here at the top, we have the title bar. Of course, you know that already. Then we have here the menu bar. Underneath it, we have the toolbar. You could notice that some of the tools are grayed out. They're not yet accessible because we don't have an official composition yet. You can see here, composition, none. So, let's make one. Go to composition, new composition. Here we have the composition settings. You could rename the composition. Let's start Beyonce, and then here for the basic settings, you could change the preset. You could change the width, the height. Then for other settings, you have the frame rate, resolution, start time code, duration. So for this tutorial, let's just leave the settings the way they are, then click OK. So there we have new composition. We now have our canvas. You can see here the name of the composition, Beyonce. And now here we have the Beyonce panel. Here are the other panels. We have the info, preview, effects, then paragraph. And here, very important panel, we have the project panel. In this panel, if you import a file, they automatically go here. Let's try file, import file, open. So there you see. Unlike other video editing programs, when you import files, you don't actually copy or transfer them to this program. The file locations are used as a direct source, which means that if you move the file or if you transfer them to another folder or another location in your hard drive, they won't work in AE anymore. Let's drag the file here in our Beyonce panel. So there, we have here the timeline. In AE, we will be working horizontally. So yes, this scroll bar right here could use to zoom in and zoom out of your timeline. Here at the top, this bar indicates which part you are in the timeline. You could adjust it. You could use this also to zoom in and zoom out. There. Move it so you would see which part you are in or which place you are at in this timeline. This bar right here, meanwhile, is like for me it's the preview bar. You would know why later. Here we have our new layer, the file that we imported. Here you could see the speaker. If the speaker is visible, it means that we have sound, we have audio. And then no audio, audio, no audio, audio. Then here we have the iMaker. So if it is there, it means that the layer is visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Yeah. So let's apply keyframes. Kasi the arrow beside the layer, if you click it, it's actually a drop down menu. We have here the transform and the audio. So let's have transform first. You could see here different kinds of transformations. We have here the anchor point, position, scale, rotation, and opacity. For this tutorial, for the position, let's add a keyframe. Just click at this time vary stopwatch. There you can see that a keyframe was added at this mark, this red line right here. This red line indicates which position you are in your timeline, which exact position, and it tells us that at this point in your timeline, the keyframe settings for the position are 360 for the x-axis and then 240 for the y. So these are the original settings, but at this point I want to change the position of the video, so I'll add another keyframe by clicking this part. So there you see the keyframe, and then we are now going to change the position. We're going to adjust it by using these values right here. Here we could change the settings for the x-axis and the settings for the y-axis. We could also choose to adjust the video or the footage here. Could have more freedom in moving the footage here, but in order to be organized, it is safer to adjust the footage here instead. So there I want, and then if we move the red mark, we'll see from here the original position of the video. So here you could see the original position, and then she moved to the right following this keyframe. And then let's change the scale. At this point I want to save the settings for the original scale, so I added a keyframe for scale. And then at this point I want to zoom into her face, so I'll add a keyframe for scale. So then I'll change the settings. I'll change the percentage of the scale to zoom into her face there. So again, by moving the red mark, we would see the changes that we made. Move to the right and then zoom into her face there. And then for the rotation, again I want to save the original settings for the rotation, and then so I added a keyframe, and then here I want Beyonce to rotate, so I'll just change these values. So there. I want at this point in the timeline, I want to copy the original settings. I want the settings that have been changed to go back to the original. So I'll just press the first keyframes, just press it here, and then copy, Control C or Command C, and then Control V. The pasted keyframe automatically followed the red mark. So there, again click this one, and then copy, and then paste there. So you could see Beyonce or the video turning back to the original settings slowly, and then here copy and then V. So there, at this point of the timeline, it changed back to the original settings, the way it is in the first keyframes. There. There. Okay, so from here I want to change the opacity of Beyonce. I want this footage to fade out. So here I'll mark the opacity, the original settings for opacity, and then at this point I want it to fade, so I'll add another keyframe and then lower the percentage of the opacity. But at this point I want to bring the settings back. So there, I'll add another keyframe and change it back to 100% there. So let's preview what we have done. Okay, and now it's time to add an effect to this layer. So to add an effect, let's right click, and then here we have effect, and then these are the different effects that you could add to your layer. I will choose blur and sharpen and then radial blur. So when you choose an effect, normally they would automatically be applied to your layer, but I want it to go back. I want it to be at the original settings first, so I'll take the drop down menu for effects, radial blur, and here you can see the amount. It's equal to 10. I'll change it back to 0 by adding a keyframe and then 0 for the original, so it turned back. And then at this point I want to change it now. Now I want the effect to take place, so I'll add another keyframe and then for the amount there 67, and then at this point I wanted to change it back again to 0. So for shortcut I could type the values by double clicking and then just type 0. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll go to this preview bar I'm talking about. So I could adjust it by dragging the ends. So here, from there to here. It is the preview bar because it indicates that you are only working on this part of your timeline, and it also means that you want to preview only this portion of your timeline. So especially when I click the ramp preview, don't use this to preview your composition. You use this ramp preview so that it would be rendered. So let's preview it first without audio, what we have done. Okay, so let us now preview what we have done. So you can see the green bar, it means that it's being rendered, and at this point it became slow because of the effect that took place. Okay, so now let's try to preview it with sounds. Let's click the speaker icon, so yeah, and then click the ramp preview again. So there. So those are the basic changes you would like to make in a video. So yeah, as you could see, this tutorial is very basic because we want you to explore these transformations, have fun in changing the values and applying different transformations at different points in After Effects. Okay. You could also add different layers. When you go here, layer, new, and then you have text layer, solid layer, and other layers. And then here you could also add different effects. It's up to you to explore this. Given if you would like to explore the more defined effects in AE. If you want to save the project, just go to file and then save, go to file and then save, and then you could type, let's say, Beyonce. And then if you want to save it as a movie, to save your video, go to composition and then make movie. So here we have the render queue. We have here the composition, Beyonce composition. You could edit the settings by clicking here. See the quality, resolution, size, and then others. I'll just leave them as they are, and then you could click this You could click lossless. You could change what you could choose which format you want to save it as. So here you have the different formats. Have QuickTime Movie, Windows Media, MP3, others. I'll just choose FLV. Then Video Artwork. And here, do not forget to check audio output, because it means that if it isn't checked, it would only save the video and it would have no audio. So check audio output, so After Effects would render the audio as well. So click OK. And then if you want to rename the movie, anyway, I want this Beyonce tutorial. Save yan. Because it would be saved as a .flv. And then here, click render. See the progress of the rendering. You can see the progress here. The yellow bar right here indicates the progress of the rendering. There, that sound indicates that it is done. So you could see here status done, and then you could again save the project. And then that's all for the basics of Adobe After Effects. So look forward to the next tutorial. We are now going to teach you specific techniques. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and then thank you.